My cousin Leah was like, what the are they playing? I'm like, I don't know what this is. She goes, you should ask them to like change the music. I'm like, should I? She goes, tell them to throw on like a little Bob Seger. So she could have said any artist.
Yeah.
She could have said Zeppelin. She could have said Tom Petty. But she said Seger. And I'm like, yeah, let's do a Bud Light. And can you throw a little Bob Seger? And they're like,
From Maine's cold coast to Connecticut, Pride, Vermont's green hills, take it all in stride. Massachusetts traffic, we grip and we grind with a Dunkin' iced coffee and no peace of mind. So New England stands up proud. Chowder thick, we shout it loud. From Fenway Chance to Rhode Island Tide, New Hampshire's cry, live free or die. So New England with Ian Brownhill.
Good friggin' morning from New England, folks. Welcome back to episode 88 of the So New England podcast. I'm your host, Ian Brownhill, joined by my co-host, RJ Travisano. All things life's better in New England. So New England podcast producer, Vinny Chen's behind the lens, looking handsome as hell. And we have got a good one for you. Turn your headphones up. You're going to love this. RJ, who's in studio today?
We've got tonight guest hailing from Watertown, Massachusetts. And when I say this man loves him some Bob Seger, this man loves him some Bob Seger. Like a runaway train,
Oh, my God.
doing Boston
Here we
proud,
go.
showing off his awesome Irish heritage in each and every video. This beautiful loser, are we still not getting it? Today's guest has been crushing it at dive bars and showing off his one-of-a-kind personality for all New England has to see. So without further ado, we must know, is the So New England pod a Seger pod?
Red Sox jersey on the chair.
What are you doing right now? Is this in our headphones?
Nothing hits me quite like Yorkie
By myself.
You're damn right it is. We welcome Mr. Brian Daly.
wow.
Dude, all for you, brother.
That's amazing.
It's going to be a great episode.
I thought the hospitality ended when you walked me to the bathroom.
No,
God,
absolutely not.
That's great.
That's something we're working on. We might have to talk to HR about that. That was a comfortable walk to the bathroom for you.
Yeah, go weird. Nah,
This is a Bob Seger bathroom, by the way.
It is.
that is.
As always.
Brian, man, thank you so much for making the trek down to Little Roadie. We're so happy to have you in studio today. How you feeling? How was the drive down?
Oh, excellent. I made a pit stop at Mick Morgan's. Great ride. Honestly, I started kicking myself in the ass when I realized we were driving through Gillette. I'm like, is there a World Cup game? No, no World Cup.
You would know because you would hear the Scottish bagpipes playing about 3 miles out. You'd be like, oh shit, I think there might be a game.
Yeah.
Time to go
No
around.
game there tonight. But tomorrow night, I believe there is. So stay out of there, unless you have a ticket.
Yeah, most Rhode Islanders, we don't really get out of the state too much, so we're not worried about
Rhode
it.
Island safe.
Although Vin's supposed to be going to the game, so we'll see. He'll let us know.
Said pray for me.
Yeah, good luck.
Taking the
All
bus.
the
in.
Norwegians there.
Oh my God, that's gonna be cool. The Norwegians do the really cool, like the row thing,
Yeah,
or is
pretty.
that's Norway? Oh Christ,
Norway, Norwegian. Yeah, it's the
Who are
same
they
thing.
playing?
What do you...
Iraq.
I'm live betting Iraq.
Brian, man, I feel like I've been tagging along with all the awesome ventures that you get yourself into for a long time now. So I'd love to kind of hear the backstory and find out how you got to becoming who you are as a content creator and where the Bob Seger stuff got implemented in. So let's hear the story, brother.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, most people just be like, yeah, we got the Seger Bar Guy in there, which I love. I mean, the fact that I'm associated with somebody as iconic as Bob Seger is definitely humbling. But yeah, how it started. So my cousin Leah and I were at Charlie's Kitchen in Harvard Square. It's if anybody's been there before, it's pretty much a train car, a little bar. They sell burgers and beer and PBRs, and it's a dive bar in a train cart pretty much. And we went in there before a Celtics game, and they were playing like house music, which it didn't fit.
Yeah.
You know, like the red boots and
Does house music fit anywhere in Boston, really? I don't know, outside of maybe Encore.
at certain houses, maybe. Not my house. Yeah, and so we were sitting there, and like this was the first Seger Bar video. My cousin Leah was like, what the I could swear, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just wanna make sure. She's like, what the fuck are they playing? I'm like, I don't know what this is. It was like, I'm like, I don't know. She goes, they should like throw on like ZLX or something. I'm like, yeah. She goes, you should ask them to like change the music. I'm like, should I? I'm like, all right. She goes, tell him to throw like a little Bob Seger. So she could have said any artist.
Yeah.
She could have said Zeppelin. She could have said Tom Petty. But she said Seger. And I'm like, all right. And like, I didn't even know she was filming the very first episode. And so she, films like this. And I'm like, yeah, let's do a Bud Light. And I'm like, did you throw a little Bob Seger? And they're like, And it was like a confusing thing. And I'm like, all right, whatever. We go to the game. Forgot that even happened. I put it as a reel, which means that would typically been a story post, we'll say. And then we got out. I was like, oh, wow, people seem to like this. Nothing crazy, but like more views than like the recent photo before, which is me and my nephew, we'll say.
Right.
And then we went out for brunch on the following Sunday. And she's like, you should do that again. I'm like, yeah, right. So we did like 4 of them, just bar crawling, asking for Bob Seger. And then one of those ones like blew up and they started like getting like a bunch of views. I'm like, oh, this is friggin' crazy.
Yeah.
Never really had that blow up like that. And then I went in every bar for like the first 5 or 6 were like pretty much no's. There's like, I don't know. Yeah. So it was a while until someone actually was just like, yeah, sure. Like eventually, and like by the graces of God, it was a bar in my hometown, Watertown, Mass, West on Main, and proper Irish pub. And I go in. This is before it like really started to kind of like get eyes on it. And I asked the dreaded question. I'm like, hey, pint of Guinness and you throw a little Bob Seger. He's like, yeah. What song you want to hear? I'm like, yeah, like whatever. And he put it on. I'm like, there it is.
Magic, baby. Let's go.
Like that's all it is. If you question it or if you're like weird, if you don't know who Bob Seger is for some reason, then it's just like an automatic no. You close the tab and get out of Dodge. But if they put on a little Bob Seger, like you're getting at least one more round. And that was the first one. The problem now is I think people like know about it, so it lost its authenticity. But here we are in Providence, and
it's a whole new city.
Saw a couple dive bars.
You're gonna get Olivia Rodrigo over here. I don't know if you're gonna get Bob Seger.
I need to go to places that definitely you have no clue who I am because that's the only time it works. And like
Danny's
you could
in
tell.
Westerly.
Yeah, that's true.
If you got any recommendations, we'll pop in at least 2.
I'm trying to think how many. We only have got maybe 2 or 3 Irish bars here in Providence. Newport's got 2 or 3 as well.
I'm trying to think.
Doesn't have to be an Irish pub. Like the best ones are like
a dive bar,
like a VFW.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of VFWs, but they're all Portuguese and Italian VFWs. And you got to be a member. They're not going to let you in.
True.
Fishing Co might be a good one.
Any place you walk in and like you get like people rubbernecking, just you walk in and then a bunch of old guys just go like this.
Yeah.
Then it's a good sign. Keno, maybe someone smoking a cigarette indoors. Then I'm like, all right, this has potential. Bowl of popcorn, maybe. That's how you can identify Seger Bar.
It's a Seger Bar.
I love the very specific details that you're going to get yourself some Seger.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
So this has just been one after another. It's been like a snowball effect. Now, the real question is, have we talked to Bob Seger yet? Is he aware of what's happening?
No.
Really?
But every other Tom, Dick, and Harry that he's affiliated with knows about it.
So he knows, he just hasn't addressed it yet publicly.
Hasn't addressed it, but it's gone as far as like so many cool things have happened. Like, going into a bar and getting a free beer is great. But like when I get like the acknowledgement from people like Alto Reed, that's the sax player. He's RIP, he's dead. But his daughter actually reached out to me and sent me all this like vintage tour merch, and I thought that was like the coolest thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
sick.
That's really freaking cool.
I know. And my cousin Leah is gonna be stoked on it. I haven't even given it to her yet. I'm waiting for her next birthday, but it's like it's all doesn't fit me. But so she's gonna get it. They're unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It was so nice. Bob Seger's marketing team also reached out to me. First question I asked was, "Does Bob know about this?" And they go, "No, probably not." I'm like, oh, okay, good. That's even.
They could have lied to you just to make you feel good.
I think it's kind of cooler that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't care. I'm like, great. I'm happy to hear that.
He's probably just going, why are my royalty checks suddenly spiking? And it's all because of you.
But yeah, they reached out. They like thanked me, sent me some stuff in the like hoodies and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice gesture.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is great. We love what you're doing. Like, this is so random and awesome. And we just wanted to send you a little something.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
Now let's take a few step backs. You're born and raised in Watertown. Are you still there? You're from Boston?
Yeah. So I'm part of we'll call it a small Irish family. My dad's one of 12. So they're all from Lower Alston. So right on the other side of the bridge from Harvard Square. Proper little nook of the Boston neighborhoods. So we moved from Medford to Watertown when I was probably in like kindergarten. And I grew up there, went to Watertown High, like born and raised in Watertown. And then I moved around a lot over the years. But after COVID, I got back. And I'm like, figure out a place to live.
Yeah.
I'm like, where people are Southie? I'm like, not paying that rent.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Somerville. I'm like, cockroaches. I'm like, you know what? Watertown's good.
Yeah.
Find a spot in Watertown.
Yeah. I love that. So what goes into the decision making? This is the part that would be tough for me, right? Because I don't personally go out to a lot of bars. So how do you find the places that you want to go? Or is it just because Boston's got so many fucking places to go that you kind of just, wherever you are, you just jump on it?
Sort of. So like there's certain places that like I don't even bother. Like it has to be a place that like has that flavor to it.
Yeah.
Like ideally, I'll tell you where I don't go. People that message me on Instagram from the business account for bars. Hey, come on in. We'll play Bob Seger. I'm like, oh, I bet you would.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't coming in.
You're not getting the point of what I'm doing here.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a litmus test. If you know about it, that you just pretty much asterisked yourself. I legit have a shared document because my cousin Leah, who's a union electrician, doesn't private Instagram account. People message her weird shit too, but people message her bars to come in. Bunch of people message me bars to come in. We have a shared notes document of bars that have reached out directly. I'm like, can't go.
So it's all about being undercover.
Yes, totally undercover. Exactly.
Boss.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I love that.
That makes sense.
And as you've progressed with this, you've gotten to do some pretty cool stuff. Like you were on the news and you're known as like the Seger guy. What was that like?
That was so cool. That was the coolest thing. And like the first one, the Boston Globe reached out, or someone from a newspaper reached out, and I talked to the guy for 5 minutes. I'm like, what? I'm like, he goes, yeah, all right, so we'll schedule something, and yeah, we'll be in touch soon. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what newspaper is this? Better not be the Herald. Like, like I thought it was some, a college news. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
He goes, Boston Globe. I'm like, oh, like definitely, yeah. That sounds yes.
Yeah.
So
lead with that next time, brother.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like Boston Globe. My God, 100%. So the first cool thing was the Boston Globe one, and then some random paper in Detroit, some other ones, but then blanking on the guy's name off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. You're the best. I had a few beers with him. He's cool. Can't remember his name, but a reporter from NBC reached out to me. And he was like, we want to do a piece on you. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
That's insane.
But this is
insane.
So they're like, we can either like come to your house or we do it like wherever you want. I'm like, can we do it at a bar? And they're like, yeah, that'd be great. And I'm like thinking of like bars that, classic Boston bars for some reason that I don't even really go to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, why don't I just go to my local watering hole?
Yeah.
So I went to Tommy Doyle's in Newton, my home away from home, and jammed the place in. They got in there at 7:00. It was unbelievable. Felt like this.
Yeah.
The lights, the camera, the action.
Yeah.
Because usually it's just an iPhone. So like, yeah, the news did a whole thing. I had no idea what to expect. I'm like, maybe this is like just for Instagram on their thing. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And they interviewed the owner, me, my cousin, a couple other people, walked around, filmed us like doing hijinks. And I had a few pints of Guinness during because I was excited and nervous.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I was like, when is this going to go on TV? Like, I'd love to watch it live, like whatever that day is. Like, probably like 11:00. I'm like, tonight?
Yeah.
And it was like 7:15 and everybody was in there. Like, cause I had a bunch of friends come to support and stuff.
Yeah.
So we all just stayed till 11.
Hell yeah.
And we watched it
That's
live.
so cool.
It was so cool. Well, it was a top tier night for sure.
The reporter was Griffin Gonzalez.
Griffin Gonzalez, best reporter at NBC. Good call. Yeah,
Awesome.
He's a good dude. Like, great guy. My brother. He'll probably be the best man at my wedding.
There you go. I love that. Now, with the social media for you, was it, I mean, obviously, as you've told this story, it wasn't necessarily how you envisioned it going. But did you always want to do the influencing or the content creating or like the social media thing? Has that been like an interest for you, or is this kind of just how it has unraveled?
Sort of like, so I'm big in, not as much anymore, but like when I was in my like teens all the way through my 20s, I was like big into skateboarding.
Okay.
I worked in the industry. I worked for Red Bull Media House. I was like a skateboard filmer for Red Bull for years. And I was like big into it for a long time. It's, I got a skateboard somewhere. I got a couple of them. But yeah, so my feed before was just like random skate tricks, me in my late 20s. That's not even that impressive. Like just posting my skate clips for me to go back and watch pretty much, or like photos, stuff like that. A few random one-off things, like nothing crazy, no cadence, just kind of like would post randomly or whatever. Yeah. And then during COVID, we were so friggin' bored, and like we can't go down turn this into a friggin' speakeasy in my apartment because we have a bar built in there. Like we got to figure out a different hobby. So what we started doing, this is the first time I started like posting a bunch. Me and my buddy Frank, he started reenacting like classic random scenes from movies, like scenes from Home Alone, like movies we watched as kids, but tied COVID into it.
Awesome.
And like we started doing that, and like we post those, and then that turned into me going on TikTok and posted a bunch of stuff. A few of those blew up. Yep. Just like me being a troll on TikTok, like swearing in public. Like that was like the whole, I'd go to Dunks. I know you're a diehard Dunks guy. I am too. I got a Dunks iced coffee.
Dude, I love that.
But I did a video. I went to my local Dunks and I like hid the camera like right here. I was like, can I get a fucking, it was like unnecessary swearing in public.
Yeah.
Like, I got a fucking medium iced coffee, and a little bit of sugar. Like, yeah, just a little bit, not a fucking shitload like last time. And I post that one, and then I go on TikTok like 2 days later. I'm like, oh shit, it's got 1 million views.
Yeah.
And so I did TikTok, and then I looked like a jackass because that's nothing to be proud of. Like, that series was not anything to be proud of. And then, yeah, I took a break from it, and then this Seger thing kind of took off. Like, these are easy. It gets me out mingling. I love to mingle.
Yeah.
So I just kept it going.
And you networking, meeting different people while you're doing all that. It's
totally. Yeah. As soon as I started incorporating like other like creators into it, it's always funny. Like even never met you before, seen your face so many times.
I know, right? So social media is so such a weird thing. You feel like you know someone. You're like, yeah. Like it's like when you meet someone for the first time, you're always like, wow, it's like really cool. You're observing. I'm like, yeah, I already know everything that he does and what he looks like. So this is. It just feels like I'm saying hi to a friend.
It's legit. That's why I'm like. It's like, it's not good to meet, just good to see you again. This time in person.
Now, do you plan on trying to expand this outside of the like New England region? Are you going to take this like, show on the road and go and Bob Seger bars all over or what?
That would be cool. Like, so I was out in Philly recently-ish, and I was like, we got to do some, because it's not just Boston followers.
Right.
People are like, you got to get down to Columbus, Ohio. Like, I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to randomly go there. Like, we'll see. And so, like, it made me realize there's a lot of, like, eyes from, like, different parts of the country, which is sick. And, like, at a previous job, I used to travel, like, to random cities, like, Detroit's not random at all. Like, but, like, Detroit, like, just the random Midwest, like, Minneapolis, like, just random Red Bull events would be in these random cities. So I got to know a lot of these places I would never go otherwise, places you wouldn't vacation to necessarily.
Right.
So like, I hear somebody being like, oh yeah, like come to Detroit. I'm like, oh, I know a lot of good spots in Detroit. Also Seger, Michigan-based guy.
Right.
So I got reached out to by a bar like a week ago, and they offered to fly me out, pay for an Airbnb for me and like whoever, and just to do a Seger Bar video. I'm like, that's pretty sweet.
Might be worth it.
I know I want to do it. So my sister's out in Philly. I did a few in Philly. That made me realize that like kind of there's more eyes outside of Boston than I thought.
Now,
That's awesome.
What is like does anyone else comment on like other people to ask for music to see if they have it? Is everyone cool just with the Bob Seger?
Yeah.
Or like, what's the most comment? Like, oh, you should be asking for, Led Zeppelin or I don't know, AC/DC or some shit.
I think the Bob Seger like rolls off the tongue.
Right,
Seger Bar. If I was like Led Zeppelin Bar.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not that bad. But thing is, I love all those. Like I love Bob Seger.
Right.
Like I'm not like some like fish head for Bob Seger. Like I love Bob Seger, but I also love Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I love the Rolling Stones. Like I love Leonard Skinner. Like they're all like batched at the top for me. So like going back to my cousin Leah just randomly saying Bob Seger out of the 30 different classic rock bands that we've loved our whole lives. Like, it's just funny. Could have been any band. It was Bob Seger.
Yeah, it does roll off the tongue though. It's
Seger Bar.
Nice. Yeah,
it's
it's
cool.
very nice. It's very nice.
Now, how has Boston as a whole, does it feel like you've connected more with the city because you've been going around and doing this?
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Like, I feel like I've always been such like a social butterfly when I go into places, and I'm always walking up to random people and talking. Now, I guess the only difference is now people are coming up to me instead of me interrupting random ass people at bars. So
that makes sense. And what's the go-to? Is the go-to pint always a Guinness for you?
Depends on the place.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, there's definitely places I would not order. The first like sign to not order a Guinness is if you look around and you see a guy drinking a Guinness out of not a Guinness glass.
Yeah.
It's like bottled beer only.
Yeah.
Or I'll leave. So like, yeah, Guinness. Like, I'm honestly kind of a snob with Guinness. Like, there's a few that really stick out, but then there's a few that like just not really good. So that's a little acidic. They got to really take care of their lines. But Guinness at the right places is definitely the go-to. It's light. It's actually lighter than people think.
Well, that's one of the
focus
beers
on the
that's
good.
like they made it specifically to like the glass, how it's poured and how it's made is very specific. Because as you know, as a beer connoisseur yourself, if you don't pour it right, it's how you get all the bubble guts. And like Guinness is very specific about how you pour it. So you gotta drink it and how it's poured because you're not gonna enjoy the true flavor of what Guinness has to offer if it ain't right. So there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm proud of everything he just said.
You like that? I didn't even stutter this time. Hell yeah.
Not even an Irishman.
That's pretty
Yeah.
That's my Italian boy right there. I taught him well.
I need a cutlet. Chance, get the extreme bag of cutlets. Case of emergencies.
So, but let's harp on the good one then. Where's a good place to get a pint of Guinness in Boston?
Yeah.
Right out the gate, Biddy Early's Pub. I got to shout Biddy's. I'm a little bit biased because I work at one international place. And when I exit the building, there it is. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll let traffic die down for a little bit. Biddy's is awesome. They've always been wicked cool. The best pint of Guinness for me is JJ Foley's. That one is always so good. It's like there's a guy on Instagram and he calls Guinnesses that are like really good at Absolute Crema. He's from Ireland. That place is like number one. The Druid in Cambridge also got to shout them out. And Tommy Doyle's in Newton.
There you go. Have you been to Ireland?
Oh yeah, many times. I got family out there.
Nice. Where in Ireland?
They're like in a drive-through town called Kishkane. This is definitely the first time Kishkane's been mentioned on any podcast.
Yes. Okay. Where is that? Is that Western?
It's outside of Killarney. So
Yeah, I was gonna say Western because Killarney is my favorite spot. That's where if I could move right now and switch to a flip phone, I would catch me in Killarney.
Oh, that's
Killarney
awesome.
National Park, Ring of Kerry, get me in that area all day long. That's what I was like. I've definitely seen this sign when I was driving there before. Okay.
That's awesome. Me too. Like there's a lot of people like I love Galway too, but like Killarney, dude, nobody ever. That's my answer.
It's incredibly underrated.
Great call. Definitely. I love Killarney.
I feel like Killarney has like got a little bit of twist because like as an American, it would be almost too much to go to the middle of Ireland where there's no ocean, there's nothing. You'd be like, okay, this is almost too depressing in your thatched house. But when you go to the Killarney, there's still a little bit of city there. Like the downtown Killarney area is kind of like, but then the Kerry's got the ocean and everything is still slightly accessible. There are quite a few people, at least in my opinion. I was like, this is like a good pace of living. You couldn't catch me in Dublin or anything like that. But
oh yeah,
you know
forget
what I mean?
about it. I think you nailed it with Killarney though. That's a great way to put it. It's the perfect like city in Ireland. Like this. Like Cork City, I don't know if you've ever been there.
Yep, I have. Yep.
It's kind of like
I quite literally have done the entire. I don't know, what would you call it?
Ring.
The entire ring of Ireland itself.
That's awesome.
Went up to Belfast, did the whole
north
of Ireland, all that stuff. So
been to Limerick.
I've been to. Actually, wait, Limerick might be the only place I did not stop. I just kind of passed by.
Good call. They call it Stab City. Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Well, I think never mind. I won't get into Irish history. Anyways, that's still very cool. Have you gone outside of the Boston area to do this in the rest of New England? Have you done like New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Connecticut?
Yeah. No Connecticut. definitely New Hampshire. I got a house in Hampton Beach, so we putted around up there. There's a lot of Seger bars in Hampton Beach. That's like Bob Seger should have played at Wally's in his earlier years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Hampton counts, but also Hampton Beach is exit 2. So it's not really New Hampshire. Like, let me think. No, honestly, out of New England, like I've been to other states to do this, but like New England, I think it's just Mass and New Hampshire, if I'm not mistaken.
In New Hampshire, they had some Seger certified bars, I'm imagining.
Yeah. I think all of them passed. Nope, 2 out of 3 of them passed the test.
All right.
That's awesome.
I'll buy it.
It's good analytic.
When you I know we talked about the news and everything. When Big Cat was talking about you on the pod, how cool was that? That must have been like because like obviously the news is very big, but I feel like in our culture today as social media people, like we get everything, we consume so much. So like seeing Barstool being probably the biggest conglomerate of just everything and anything on social media, that must, especially Big Cat.
Dude, that was beautiful.
And they said such nice things about you too.
Yeah, until they were about to keep going.
Yes.
And then they're like somebody was walking through a basketball court.
Yeah.
I've watched it a few times back. And I'm like, oh, Donnie or whatever. But
couldn't
yeah,
have
the
waited
girl
like 30 more seconds.
So there's the girl that is on that pod. Do you know her name off the top of your head?
No, I didn't catch it because it's Big Cat.
Yeah.
I know the other guy's a big football guy, but he's that was the guy coming back from the bathroom. But I didn't catch the girl's name because it was so quick.
Kate.
Oh, Kate, Barstool Kate. Thank you. Good call. So Kate from Barstool was an early follower of the Seger Bar thing.
Oh, let's go.
And actually, one of my like good friends from home, he is like an early Barstool employee. He still works there. He was working there when they were in like a dentist office in Milton. Like he's been there for a long time.
Hell yeah.
So I think maybe who knows? But Kate followed me at one point. She like messaged me like, "But this is awesome." I'm like, thanks. Would love to have you as a guest.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going to be out there in Chicago in 2 weeks. Nope. Yeah. I was just like, if they say yes, I'll book a flight.
Yeah.
So she followed me and she was like engaging with it, which was like sick for me. And then somebody sent me a screen recording of Big Cat talking about it. But it was like a ball busting friend of mine. I assumed it was an AI thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I was just like, I call him. I'm like, was that real? He goes, yeah. I'm like, was it really real? Like, it wasn't AI? And he's like, no, that was real. And he like sent me the thing. I zoomed in. I'm like, no way. That's cool. Yeah. Been a fan of Barstool a long time. So that was a cool
honestly, I feel like it's hard not to be.
I know.
Because they have so much stuff for everybody. And as much of a personality as Dave is, he's a good guy. He might be a little bit snobby, but I feel like that's just so New England of him. But when it comes down to it, stuff he did for the pizza.
What the fuck you pointing at me for? You said
that was
snobby,
my-
then you pointed at me.
It's like when they say the
bitch.
name
It
of the
was
movie.
my
and the
plug.
He
movie.
might be snobby, you
That
know?
was my plug for the So New England podcast.
That was
pointing
good.
at you. I wanted you to be
It
proud of
felt
me
like
again.
you pointed at me, didn't it?
You see what I got to deal with?
That was like when they
I can't
say
even get my 30 seconds of fame.
It's
God
like-
damn it!
it's when they say the name of the movie like in the movie and they try to be
Yeah.
subtle about it. I liked it.
That was my subtle moment.
I agree with you though.
Right.
And you know what it is, which I appreciate about Dave Portnoy, is he's never changed.
Nope.
He's never changed. He's always been exact. If you watch a clip of Dave Portnoy today, and when he was poor back in the day, we'll say, I don't know, very similar guy.
Same guy.
Same energy, same everything. And gotta respect it. And like never flip-flopped on any sports, die hard, never changed it up once, and always been the same kind of asshole and lovable asshole. So
Yeah, that's the New England in him.
Has Boston always been kind of like this spot that you just kind of admire and love because you live there? Like, are you like a Boston guy through and through, would you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've lived in enough other cities to know that Boston's definitely my favorite place, the most comfortable place to live. And it's a great spot. You know, it's like, not only am I like blessed to have been born right outside of Boston, but people like move from across the world to live in Boston. People want to live in Boston. And like, I'm just lucky enough to have been born there. So when I moved away, I was in LA for a bit. I liked LA. Right out the gate, when I got to LA, I'm not even kidding you. The day I moved in, my buddy Ed was at a bar watching the Patriots game, and I literally landed that morning. He invited me to an Irish pub. Hey, like I know you just moved here, but like I am watching the Pats with a few of my friends and my cousins, like I'm visiting. If you want to come down to this bar, it's called Sonny McLean's. I'm like, you know what? Like, what am I going to do? Like, yes, let's just go. I don't need to unpack anything. Like, like just straight to the pub. So I go in there. This place is like an honest 3-minute drive from my apartment. Full on Boston bar. It's like not even shitting you. Like Celtic stuff everywhere, Patriot stuff everywhere. Every Sunday they have a big crowd for Pats games. It's the biggest and best Boston bar outside of maybe even including Boston. It's like over the top. It's almost like there's nothing even like it in Boston. Everyone's going nuts. Like preseason games, they're like, first down. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Like it's a third string quarterback.
Good Brian Hoyer out there.
That's it.
I'm like, yeah, I love Jacoby Brissett too, but I was going to smoke a cigarette, not really care about this touchdown pass.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome. I feel like there's always a little bit of New England in everywhere that you go. Every state. We joke about it often, and we brought it up in our most recent episode too. That anywhere you travel in the world, same thing. I was in Ireland, met someone on an elevator. They were from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. I was like, of course you are.
That's awesome.
Of all the people to get in the elevator with now,
we can sniff them out. We
that's
just
it.
know.
You just kind of know.
I had a funny one. I was this is in 2018. A bunch of friends and I were going to Japan on just like a vacation, like a 10-day trip, and we had it was a 24-hour layover, so we got like an Airbnb in South Korea in Seoul. So we get there, everybody's jet lagged, everyone's all pissy, and like people are like, I might just like hang out. I'm like, I'm definitely going out.
Yeah.
Like, are you guys kidding me? It's 8 o'clock. So I got a small group of the guys, excuse me, we walking around. We don't even know what we're looking for. I'm like, what South Korea nightclub? I have no idea.
Yeah.
We kept walking by this place. It was like, called like Patty's or Sully's, or like, it was an Irish pub, clearly.
Of course, yeah.
And we were just like looking around, like no one's phone's working for GPS. I'm like, we walked by this Irish pub like 3 times. I'm like, well, this place is, I'm down to go there. Yeah. And they're like, of course you would want to go there. I'm like, well, who wouldn't? We go in. First thing I see, dude, the menu at this place in South Korea was like designed like the Green Monster. It was a Boston bar in South Korea.
Cool.
The guy's from Newton, Mass, dude, 5 minutes away from where I grew up.
Are you kidding me?
So
in Seoul, Korea.
In Seoul.
That is insane.
It was unbelievable.
You just can't. There's New Englanders everywhere.
Yep.
No matter where we move, we bring it with us.
So New England.
There it is.
Don't be sensitive.
I don't get those every day.
All right, now
so
Boston as a city. Let's like walk through. If people were going to be coming and hanging out, where would you say, like, hey, if you want to get the authentic Boston experiences, where you go? If you're going to tourist around and kind of get like that very New England vibe, where should they go? Kind of like divulge your opinion of the city.
Sure. So right out the gate, my head goes like, what season are we in? So like, depending on what season we're in, I would say sneak in a game of some sort. A Pats game is kind of a force for someone who's a tourist, but like, anybody could make time for a Red Sox game.
Right.
So like if it's in
There's always tickets and stuff.
Always
you know
tickets. I always and they're always somewhat cheap, especially this year. So like,
we won't talk about it. It's okay.
No, you bring it. Hey, I'll talk. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I love the Red Sox. They're near and dear. Red Sox game got to be on the agenda. Like anybody visiting during baseball season should make time to go to a Red Sox game. The culture down there is just like the perfect mix of like the legit people and the pink hats. So like and the food's good too. You get the vibe. It's one of the best ballparks. One of my bucket list items is go to every MLB ballpark, and like the vibe at Fenway is awesome. So
it's always a great time.
It is. So that would be one. I mean, if you're really feeling like trying some like local flavors, I would say go to the North Shore and get a roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, that would be good. You can't just go to Kelly's.
Andy Ferg just tuned in.
Yeah, Ferg knows. I'd say Modern Butcher. Go to the Modern Butcher or Bella's or something. But that's like a hike. So if you're like really trying to like do the agenda, get a roast beef. Like it's actually worth it. They don't really make them like that elsewhere. Part of me wants to say go down to the Cape, but like I feel like there's just never time. Go to the South Shore, Plymouth, Mass, just as good in half the distance.
Almost the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And now, as Boston as a city, like what is the overall like vibe from someone who is not there? Like, because obviously there's so many stereotypes. So because you've traveled, because you know people on the West Coast, like what would you tell them when they were like, oh, what's Boston City like, hypothetically?
I would say for someone visiting Boston for the first time, I'd say don't Google where to go. Like, just go into the worst looking, if you're a drinker, just go to the worst looking bar you can find, stick around for 2 drinks, interrupt somebody, putt around, ask them, tell them you're visiting, and they'll tell you. Because I've had people do that to me so many times. They're like, oh, we're from Missouri. I'm like, oh, really? Like, what are you guys doing here? Like, oh, we just landed. I'm like, what? What are you guys going to do? And then I start telling them a million things to do. And they're like, there's like I'm like, as if they have a notepad. Type it. It's really this now. Like, and yeah, I'd say if you really have like a loose plan of what to do if you're visiting, but like just talk to somebody who looks like they don't give a rat's ass. And they're probably the friendliest guy you ever met once you start talking.
Always. I feel like that is because social media is so powerful. And there is so much you can do because you can realistically find one person who would be like, I'll give you a whole day in Boston. I'll give you 2 days, 3 days. You go here, I got you. But until, like you said, find that kind of somewhat run-down looking bar, go in there and ask the first townie you see, you're going to get nothing but spot-on expertise from that person, and you're going to have 10 times more fun than anybody.
Agreed, and it's non-biased. So, like, obviously the first thing we do in this day and age, go on Instagram or whatever and just be like, things to do in blank city. And like, I often have to remind myself, I'm like, these are a little biased. You got to get it from somebody who's 63 or older, has lived there his whole life and doesn't care about opinions and will just tell you like his actual favorite spots, and then you'll get to the good stuff.
Right.
But then again, some of those tourist places are like important to go to. Like, you could skip a lot of stuff. I don't think you need to throw tea off the boat. Like, I think you just watch a quick reel and you get the gist. Yeah. But there's some cool stuff. Like, even yesterday, I never been to Cisco in Seaport. Never been. There's always a massive line there. It's like almost.
I see those on social all the time. The crazy lines.
Insane. So I was with my friends Kaylin and Brianna, and we were walking around down there. And we walked by Cisco. They had a big screen for the World Cup, and there was no line. I'm like, oh, there's always it's a Sunday. Like, it's beautiful out. A lot of kilts in there. A lot of lads. Let's go see. So we go in there. We sat down in there. So that's something until yesterday, I would have been like, yeah, skip that. That's kind of a good spot because a lot of the Scottish people are coming up to our table because we're loud and fun and just like having a nice time. We gave those people valuable advice of what to do. I'm pretty sure they're going to the Red Sox game tomorrow night per my request.
Let's go. I saw them do the Red Sox takeover, was it like a night or two ago too? So that was pretty crazy.
That was, dude, the Scottish, I don't want them to leave.
I know. It's been like such a trending thing right now, just to seeing how much fun. And I always think that it's fascinating when other countries or states come here and they realize just how fun like Boston is. And it helps everyone from New England like realize, oh shit, we really are in the coolest region in space. And when summer arrives like this and the sun's out and it's not fucking raining, it's like a party, dude. Like this whole, in so many different capacities. It doesn't have to be a game or a bar or a drink or like a food. It's just the vibe is just high. And now with the World Cup, it's just bringing everything to life. It's pretty cool.
Couldn't agree more. Like I don't really follow soccer or football.
Yeah.
As I've been corrected a couple times this
week. Shout out the Revs, but.
But dude, it's like, it is bringing a lot of like really new like appreciation. It's giving a lot of us like self-reflecting. It's like, you get these like people coming here having like the best like holiday of their life. Holiday.
Yeah. That's an Irish lad right there.
It is. Yeah, but like, dude, it's cool. Like I was talking to these two brothers. I hope they see this. That'd be unbelievable. These two brothers from Scotland and their dad. They went to the game, just them three traveling. I thought it was the coolest thing. They're hanging out with us. We give them like stuff to do. We probably chill with them like 2 hours, maybe longer. And it just kind of makes you think. It's like, this is great that we could be like a liaison to people and give them actual good advice that they're not going to find on Yelp.
Right. I saw they had all the Scottish guys going down that famous Boston cop slide, as they call it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you done that slide before? Have you?
Yeah, I did it like in the winter, like before that video came out, weirdly. Like that video came out, I don't remember when. That video, I don't get how that happened.
Yeah, I saw the guy who was playing the bagpipes as he was coming down, going through the slide. And it was just, obviously, maybe it's because we're wearing a kilt with no draws, but it was just screeching on his ass the whole way down.
Dude, that's what I had. And I remember that night, I don't know, I was wearing like pretty much a tracksuit, which isn't usually what I think. I don't know why, but I was wearing like a Puma tracksuit.
Hey, okay.
That's like mafia shit over here.
Literally,
Hanging out. What, you were in the North End for the night?
Oh, dude, I worked for Puma.
one of us, dude.
I was on the marketing team at Puma for a while, and it was just free clothes. So I'm like, first I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying to be humble. Like, yeah, a pair of shoes, just some shoes. I need new shoes. And then like 2 months in, I'm like, yeah, tracksuit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was wearing a tracksuit, we were Bellingham tying one on, and then me and my buddy Dexter saw that thing. I'm like, what is that? It was the first time I saw it. I'm like, has that always been there? Like, what is that? Is that like a laundry chute? Like you saw it? I'm like, I never noticed that thing. We went up there, went down, and it was, an average experience. And then fast forward, it turned into this viral thing. I'm like, how did that happen?
Now it's like a freaking landmark in the city. Like people go there just to go down the
damn slide. Every injury lawyer in Boston's waiting there with bated breath.
Speaking of, you have a day job too. You don't just do the social media stuff. You're over at Glassman, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do marketing at Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. So I guess technically I'm working right now. I am marketing.
There you go.
Yeah, Glassman's the man though. I can't say enough good things about him. I work with him super directly, and it's a big firm. There's over 100 people work there, but I don't know if Jeff's gonna see this, but I'll admit the first goal was just become buddies with Jeff.
Yeah,
because I'm doing the social media for him, a lot of marketing initiatives, stuff like that. But I'm like, for me to succeed at this job, I gotta be boys with the guy whose face is on the billboard, and that's Jeff Glassman.
Yeah,
and it was very easy to do. Me and him are like-minded with the music. Me and him like a lot of the same bands. We really hit it off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Couldn't say enough good things about him. He's given me great advice. He gives people the time of day. Wicked cool guy. And I've been there for a while. He did a Seger Bar video with me at the TD Garden. I thought that was the coolest thing. We were shooting hoops at the Garden. He's like, let's turn this into a Seger Garden. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Are you serious?
That's cool. I was gonna say he's got a lot of cool initiatives. The basketball that you guys had done, and I feel like you guys were doing some hockey stuff, right? Did you guys do some stuff with the Bruins? Or?
Yeah, so we're a sponsor or a part sponsor, I guess, of the Bruins at one point, the Celtics at one point, and we do we have digital ads on the banners on the wall. What do you call them? The boards.
Yeah.
So we've done stuff like that, but I think they offered us the opportunity, skate on the ice, and then somebody put it in his ear, can you do this with play in the parquet, shoot hoops? And so we did that. But the coolest thing that he does that I really appreciate is he'll do these pop-up events where he'll just take over a gas station in random neighborhoods. We did one in Quincy, we did one in Revere, and we got some other ones coming up. But free gasoline. He just opens the pumps. They switch the thing to $0 for regular, and he gets these big lines. And I think that's a really cool way. And
holy smokes, that's insane.
I know, right? Dude, that he always requires a drone there. He's like, I want to see how big the line is. So he's looking over the drone operator's shoulders, whoa, he's such a chiller. He's so funny. But you know what Jeff does is he walks down the line and says hello to every single car. And he's such a personable guy. I think he's super, super cool dude. And he does stuff. He gives back a lot. And it's cool to be a part of it. I think
it's an incredible business initiative right there. Because now any of those people, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen. But also if it does, they know who to call.
Yeah, gotta get glasses. If I slept leaving here, I don't it's fun. I didn't think it was gonna be as creatively accessible, if you will. I thought work at a law firm, didn't know what to expect. Worked on action sports before this, so definitely pleasantly surprised.
Hell yeah!
Speaking of action sports, this is a conversation we've never had. As a former skater yourself, what is the skate scene like in New England, and especially in Boston? I know, was it Red Bull that hosted the events with was it the X Games or something like that? They had right at the City Hall. Or something?
that was the
Olympics.
Red Bull wasn't. I don't think it was the Olympics.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was insane. They just covered the.
It was the Red Bull heavy metal. They had snowboarders hitting the rail going down.
Insane.
Yeah, a lot of my friends worked on that event. That was crazy. I couldn't believe how many people were there. That was actually too much people. I'm gonna go to Biddy early. So, it was cool. It was really cool. It was a great event. But the skateboarding scene in Boston is definitely really alive. There's some big names who have come out of Boston. It's kind of the underrated East Coast city in skateboarding. Everyone thinks of New York. It's New York and LA. That's the two
skate
meccas.
Cities,
Boston's got some like heavy hitters that have come out of the area that nobody realized they're from Massachusetts. So, shout out to Ready Skate Shop. Ready Skate Shop, best skate shop in Boston right there.
There you go. Love that. Give them the plug.
Oh, yeah.
And do you still skate pretty regularly?
Not as much. I just bought a board because I'm going on a trip with some of the boys to New York to do some filming, but definitely Seger Bar videos sort of took over the kickflips.
Kind of took over. How many bars do you hit in a week when you're making videos? Or do you bunch create? Like, do you go to a few different bars in the same day?
I kind of don't plan them out at all. It's like my manager's over there.
She's like, yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, like I like the Seger Bar thing. It's like it's really whenever I'm like feeling it, I guess. And like I don't by creature of nature, right? I don't really bar hop like that in my early 20s, maybe. But like I better just go to the same couple spots. So like usually if I'm just trying to like grab a drink after work and watch the game, I'm not gonna like go and do the Seger Bar thing just because I'm like, I just want to chill.
Yeah, of course.
And not that not a chill thing, but like I want to chill with the same people, have the same conversations I've had for the last 4 years with the same people.
Yeah. I love that. Well, I think this is a good transition time now. We can get into the So New England segment. 6 beautiful states here in New England, and I need you to rank them 1 through 6. Favorite being 1, least favorite being 6.
Can I start at 6?
Go for it. You can go
Connecticut,
backwards.
no hesitation.
Yeah.
Hate to do this. 5, Rhode Island.
Oh, that's okay. That's often. Listen, you only hate to do it if you put us at 6 and them at 5.
No, I don't know who they would ever do that. That's like, yeah, Rhode Island. I love Rhode Island. Great. There's a good restaurant scene down here. 4, we're going to go Crunchy, Vermont. 3.
I love that.
Yeah. You can argue to switch Vermont and Rhode Island. Those are close. This one's tough. All right. 3, New Hampshire.
Oof.
2, Maine. 1, Mass.
All right. New Hampshire, I thought was going to get number 2 because I figured you were going to go Mass number 1. But
Maine, dude. I love Maine. Portland, Maine. They got the good skiing up there. They got everything. Maine is actually like one of the best states in the U.S. Like that's a top
significantly underrated. And social media is giving it a ton of additional exposure.
Yeah, they got to stop.
Yeah. And it's like kind
I
of
was
like,
just going to say, Mainites hate that.
yeah, they're actually like, hey, can you not do that?
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Every time we post anything good about Maine, they're like, hey, we agree and that's cool, but please stop posting.
Yeah, I know. It's like they try to be low key. It's like the only marketing they ever did for people to visit Maine is nickname it Vacation Land.
Yeah. So in your travels, all these places you have been, if you could add a 7th state to our beautiful region of 6, it can be a state, a country, a region, whatever you want it to be. Everything comes over. Food, culture, traffic, pizza, whatever you want it, you got it.
I was gonna say Scotland until you said food.
Fair enough.
And I'm a little biased just because we got all the Scottish people here and like they're bringing a lot of life.
I feel like they're selling it. And also, I would love to have Scotland over here. That'd be quite a spot to see. You know what I mean?
You know what? Let's go with Scotland.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I've never been in a better
I
mood,
said
dude.
Ireland, so I'll bring Ireland. You bring Scotland, and now we got the best of everything.
Yeah.
True.
You know what it is? I'll go to Ireland. I love Scotland, but like if Scotland was just like, if Scotland was where Martha's Vineyard is, but the same size, same everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work. Like as far as like the
It
climate.
works in our dream world.
Yeah, Scotland.
Everything works.
We're bringing Scotland
Hell
over,
yeah.
and all the people, and all the shitty food too.
Hell
If
yeah.
I'm being honest, we could probably just get rid of Rhode Island and Connecticut and just make it Ireland and Scotland, and I think we'd be just
I
fine.
think-
Then where would you guys move?
I'm moving to fucking Ireland. All right,
was gonna say,
sports
I'm gonna-
teams. Let's rank them, and if you can, try and include the Revs.
I saw the list.
We like to include the Free Jacks.
Yeah.
We do, if you really
The
look
Legacy,
into it. We have quite
Boston
a
Fleet.
few. Like, we have our 4 main guys.
You
Revs
got
are
the
coming up
Boston
there.
Cannons.
Got
Yeah.
the Cannons. We got
Dropping
everyone.
that.
So
Yeah.
whatever rocks your boat.
Boston Cannons last. Like, just because I don't know anything about them, I don't know what it's like going to those games, but everybody I know that ever played lacrosse has rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe you can make a believer out of me.
You're a great guy. You look like you enjoy Guinness.
All right. And then I'm going to go. All right. So how many were there? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't know the total number. I think it's like 8 or 9.
I'll just start with that one. So
Do the ones you feel
Yeah, do the
comfortable
main
with.
ones first, and then we'll
don't
worry
have to
about the
that.
others.
All right, next up, Part of me wanted to say the Boston Fleet, but they actually came off a good season.
Yeah, they had a run. They were almost there. They almost took home the championship.
Yeah, so they're up there. So the next one down, it's got to be the Revs. Although I've been to Revs games and had a great time. I hate to do this. Next one, presently or all time. Can I make it clear that this is present opinion only? Red Sox next, and they used to be number one.
That's fair.
Yeah, Red Sox right now. Red Sox right now in 2026.
It's fair.
And 2 years ago, and then for the rest of my life prior, they are number one. You know what? Right above the Red Sox, we're going Boston Fleet. We're going Boston Fleet right there.
That's the first time we've had a major sports team below a, what would you call it? That's not amateur, but like, you know,
women's
double A.
They're good. I went to one of their games at the Guinness. They're awesome. All right, next up. So we got Free Jacks, Celtics, Bruins, Patriots.
Yep. In that order?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah.
I was like, that's actually a pretty good order. I
do got to do a special shout out to the Free Jacks. They are criminally an underrated experience. Going to a Free Jacks game, I never even knew that they existed. Big fan of going to those games.
That's awesome. I understand nothing about rugby. I don't know how they play.
They're like, what's the guy up on? What's going on?
And I still think to myself, I was like, is no one going to address the fact that no one's wearing pads? We're all just collectively agreeing that it's a good idea that these mammoth men just smash their heads together. Like this is not okay.
Well, you know,
this is worse than the UFC.
They got the scrum caps, but that's a glorified Carhartt.
Yeah.
Like, it almost looks like some jujitsu shit going on. And they're just these big meatheads going at it. And I'm like, how, like, there must be some sort of like, if one of them's coming at you, there must be some sort of like reverse move. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of strategy with like
it really is. Yeah.
And Patrick Chung is an owner.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that, but Patrick Chung, former Patriot.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, those ones are cool. And then like number one, you know, I'm just gonna skim over the Celtics and the Bruins. No shade. I grew up playing hockey. Basketball is exciting, but the Patriots, dude, there's no way. I don't give a shit about the people who stopped caring about the Patriots and stopped watching every single game after the Brady era. They don't deserve to be Pats fans now.
Right there with it.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, it's true, dude. I mean, I think this is the second time Jacoby Brissett's been mentioned on this by me. Even when Brissett was at the helm, dude, I was watching every.
Had to.
You got to watch, dude.
That was our year.
Never thought that I was going to be in an argument going, dude, Jacoby Brissett has got us covered. Just wait. 3rd and 15. Damn it, Jacoby.
Yeah. And like, even Mac Jones, like, I mean, the guy.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
That first year was exciting as hell, dude. When we took down Buffalo, I was like, fuck, maybe this guy's throwing ducks, but this might work. And then Peyton Manning did it. Why not?
Who was the guy, dude? That was just such something that people don't bring up. The Brady era, right? We were spoiled. You know, we grew up on it. Kind of. We got to, and now I'd say we're much better now off with our current team. Mac Hollins and Ace. We got
say that one more time for me. This is from my buddy Ryan Higgins. What did you just say? Mac Hollins is a
ace.
Yeah, eat it, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, Mac Hollins is awesome.
He's He's a Mac Hollins hater, and I'm like, that is a toxic behavior by you.
Scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Literally, the guy is a menace.
He's
his
great.
feet and his hands.
Dude, I just did an event. It was a Best Buddies challenge. It's a 100-mile bike ride. First guy I see at the start line, Mac Hollins, barefoot.
Love it. What a dog.
Total dog. And then do Gonzalez.
And a freak athlete.
He's so good. I love Pop Douglas too. Do I spent the day with him one time? He's like a chihuahua.
Yeah. He catches that ball and he fucking flies.
I love Pop Douglas, dude. I love this Patriots team. But my whole point being, we had a few years when it was a disaster and we got to feel a little bit of what
everyone else goes through.
Jets fans.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I mean, even with Cam Newton, I was kind of like, it's still not as bad as the Jets, man.
I know, dude. That's the thing. It's like I was excited for Cam Newton.
Yeah, I was too.
I was.
Shockingly, I was. I was a Cam hater before he got there, but then I was like, all right, this guy's like, he's not bad. I like it.
That's how everyone.
But then
else
he became a vegan and he couldn't break a tackle.
Once I was like, oh shit, Cam Newton. First press conference I see, I'm like, what is he dressed like a fucking pilgrim? I'm like, fuck, get him out. Then I'm like, he's rushing the ball too much. He's trying to get his personal record. I'm like, so I flipped on him
pretty quick. I think we all did. A little bit of the Bill Belichick effect as well.
Yes.
But to continue on the sports thing, is there what Boston sports fan base is the worst to you? Like, who is like the worst to deal with? Like the biggest.
Ooh. The worst Boston team, the worst fans for a Boston team.
Yeah.
I gotta just not include all the random ones.
Yeah, no, the random ones don't know, but
Yeah,
like our major sports. You got Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, and Sox. Like,
I know.
who is the biggest?
There's two that I'm like fluctuating between. I gotta say Red Sox because like there's people, you know what I don't know if this is something that could get brought up on here. Don't sell the team thing. It's like, yeah, I get it too. But like, I don't want, you don't need to be shouting it from the rooftops.
Right.
You know, like what's that gonna, I don't know if it'll work. It might work, but it's like, it's just so polarizing. It's like a civil war with Sox fans. It's like we're all Sox fans, and then like you're arguing. So one guy messaged me because I go to a lot of Red Sox games. I love going, and he's like, "You're part of the problem." Like you're like you. I'm like, no. Like you
For going to a sporting event, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, I'm like,
give me a break.
Like the ownership, blah blah blah. I'm like, so Red Sox fans actually today are the worst because of these, just like it's a civil war with these people.
Exactly. That right there is, I always try and find moments where it feels like that's so New England. And where else, what other sports city and town would a fan get mad at another fan for going to the event just because they're upset that the team sucks?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's only a New England experience, that we're that petty and we're that obsessed with our own team.
Yeah. And on the other side of things, I understand what certain people are doing with the whole sell the team thing, but it's becoming a little bit much. I'm like,
but also, like, what about the players?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, think about if you were sitting at your desk, like typing away, and someone just came up and they were just like, I'd sell Ian's cubicle. Sell Ian's cubicle. What the fuck, man? Leave me alone. I'm not the problem here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just doing my job.
I know, dude.
Guy's trying to fucking hit a ball. Shut up.
It's like there's not really an answer. I'll tell you what, they're not going to sell the team if it doesn't make sense for their checking account. So like you could just shut the fuck up about sell the team because it's not going to work. You screaming in the stadium. We're not the Athletics. We're the Boston Red Sox. Stop acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
and they act like the owners are there because they're passionate about baseball. I'm like, have you ever been a billionaire before? They could care less.
Yeah.
They're just worried about their bottom dollar. And that's why the Fenway Frank is $15
yeah, it's true. This is true.
All right. Now, what do you think is the most polarizing team? Like, what is the most important team in like New England sports history?
Boston Red Sox. That's true. I can't mean to do it. Like,
you think? Really?
Dude, that
It's
is
the history, right?
It's that Fenway Park is
Just because of Fenway.
I've heard
because of everything.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the history behind it. It's the Cathedral of Boston. That's straight out of the town, and it's true. There's nothing like going to a Red Sox
100%.
game. It's easy to get to for the most part if you live near the area. The Patriots is a pain in the ass to get to. It's a full day thing. You go to a 1 o'clock game. You're not getting back till the halftime of the 8 o'clock game like earliest. Celtics, like I just feel like the TD Garden teams, we'll call them, those are awesome and they're electric. But this is why I kind of like the whole Red Sox thing. It's like the Red Sox, going to a Red Sox game is for the average man.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to a Celtics game, a playoff game, and it was like $250. Meanwhile, I mean, I get it. Like, it's a big game, but it's like you could actually bring a family of 4 to the Red Sox game and not have to like max out a credit card. So like, the Red Sox are like for the people. That's the most classic team. They kind of, that's the best experience sports wise.
100%.
I'm with it.
If you could deem something that you would consider to be the most overrated part of New England and also the most underrated part of New England.
I mean,
it can be literally anything first comes to mind.
Oh, God. I'm going to take a second for this one.
Take your time.
The most overrated is probably the easier one. I'd say overrated thing in Boston. It's the fact that it's known as like a city where like cycling is super accessible. And what I mean, they just put all these bike lanes up and like I'm for it. It's all good. But it's actually like a very unsafe place to ride a bike. And it's kind of crazy that like they push it so hard, but there's all these like incidents. Underrated, I'd say it might be all right, so you could do it all in a day if you wanted to. So you could do the LA thing of They go, oh yeah, you go snowboarding at Big Bear, you can be surfing by the afternoon. It's like you could be hiking Mount Washington and you could be eating fried clams in the South Shore in Plymouth. Don't gotta go to the Cape by the afternoon. You could get beach, mountain, suburb, that local flavor. The most underrated thing is experiencing all the regions in one day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Great
But
answer.
before that, you got to gas up because it's going to be burning.
Yeah, don't take the bike
That's a
because there's
great
potholes
answer.
everywhere.
Great
Yeah.
answer.
I just feel like the city's not designed for bikes.
Yeah.
Like New York, I mean, I'll never compliment them, but at least it's like a grid system. And
Yeah.
It's like it's fucking straight lines. Boston's like, here's a pothole, here's some glass, here's no bike lane on this side, and it's fucking cobblestone because we can't technically build a bike lane over the historical cobblestones. Also, there's Benjamin Franklin, and congratulations, here's a mass hole in a truck. Boom.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like-
and they got the bike lanes all set up, and it's pretty much just like a stone curb. I'll be driving and like, dude, I mean, I'm lucky I've never hit one of those before. And they end randomly. They're just like, they put all this freaking money into these bike lanes, which I'm for because I like riding my bike. And they just like, there's Bush League. I'll be riding, and then I'm like, how am I on Memorial Drive all of a sudden and walking my bike on the grass? Like, how did this happen to me? And then also overrated because at one point people used to shit on the T. They used to make fun of the T. Now people are trying to say it's good. The T stinks. I'm not a fan of the T. I don't think the maintenance is good. If you're not from Boston, you could be trying to get to the north end. You could end up in like Wellesley, Mass, like miles away. Like it's not easy to figure out how to use the T. I guarantee you there's at least a few upset Scottish guys that fucked up the train system somehow.
Oh, for sure.
Didn't make it to the game.
100%.
Favorite New England season?
Summer all day.
Oh, okay, cool. We usually get the fall around here, but summer's.
The fall's my least favorite.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Why?
because the summer's ending.
Bob Seger with some fucking apple cider sounds like a jam to me,
I can't
dude.
do it. I can't do it. I'd say spring's probably the worst, but like fall, to me, summer, winter, spring is just like a heartbreak. You're getting into the summer, which is nice, but like it's just rainy. Just like your house gets flooded, like basements. That's another thing. I was in LA. Nobody has like basements there. It's weird.
It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, but dude, my basement's flooded the spring every year. I gotta fucking break out the sump pump. Like,
For as intelligent as we are here in New England, we also have some really dumb shit that we still have around, like basements.
So true.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, just so you know,
So true.
we're gonna build your basement. Also, it could definitely flood and ruin all your stuff.
We recommend a sun
It's
pump.
a great place for mold to grow, and also, you know, you could also get lung cancer because everything here is granite rock. So don't worry about all of the radon that's gonna pour into your house.
Yeah.
You're just like, so why the fuck do I have this again? For the spiders to have a house?
The most relatable thing is a flooded basement.
Yep.
Like you haven't really you didn't grow up outside of Boston if you didn't have water in the basement. We had a bad one when I was a kid. Like it was like a couple feet.
Same.
Like photos, VHS tapes, Home Alone 2 floating around. My mother's in tears. Like, dude, finished basement, dude. Shit got destroyed. And then I moved away for a couple of years for work. And then I got back one Christmas. My dad, just like with the worst poker face, like, hey, can you run downstairs and check something out for me? I'm like, huh? So after the flood, we just gutted it. It was just kind of like storage. My dad turned the basement into like a legit like Irish pub.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's sick.
So he's just like, how do you think? I'm like, whoa, what the hell happened? This is awesome.
Hell yeah.
You got darts?
And that's where the Bob Seger Bar Tour was born.
That's the only Seger. I got to give him a Seger Bar sticker. He's just playing Seger down there before I was even born.
Speaking of Home Alone, we got a lot of Boston, New England films, television series that have been influenced and based around here. Do you have like a favorite or like a top three?
Oh, yeah. Number one, no hesitation. Thanksgiving takes place in Plymouth, Mass.
Oh my God. What the? I was like, wait a minute. I don't know this one.
No, it's actually, we joked about that. The way she's laughing. It's actually, I think Eli Roth directed it. That's not my favorite.
Okay, I haven't even heard of that one. So
I mean, I hate to be cliche. This is going to be like the most boring answer, but
no, give it to us.
It's got to be The Town.
The Town, baby.
Whose
car we gonna take,
dude? Yeah, whose car we taking? There's so many good ones. It's like, what are you, Trigger Man? So The Town, because of like one of my like best friends, my buddy Connor. He grew up on the same street as me, like born and raised Watertown. He moved to LA a little before I did. So we lived together out there for a little bit. He still lives out there. And like, I don't think a day goes by without getting a voice memo from either me, receive one, or someone, and I'm quoting the town. Like we repeat them all day. Just like that movie is hilarious. It's the funniest movie. It's a comedy.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic and it's hilarious. And The Departed is so good, but The Town, I could watch that anywhere. I could watch on an airplane. I could listen to it. I don't even have to watch the screen.
And you already know what's happening.
Yeah, like I don't even need to see the visuals. I know.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
I got one.
All right, go ahead. Transaction. Oh yeah,
Go ahead,
guest
James.
appearance.
You were talking about North Shore beefs. Give us your top 3.
Oh, beefs?
Yeah.
Wait a second. This one I have to actually think about because I'm just gonna start throwing.
I feel like you said the 2 of them that he recommended.
I do like Modern Butcher, but like that one can't be my number one because it is only doing beefs on Saturdays, and that's the last time I want to eat a roast beef. Like
On a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday morning. Start my Saturday morning off. Although they're not heavy, like they're like actually like randomly like light. Like I don't feel like shit after eating them. Modern Butcher number 3. We're going with that because of the whole time stamp and the fact you can only get on Saturday mornings. 2, I'm gonna do Bill and Bob's. I always liked Bill and Bob's. And number 1 doesn't exist anymore. This is if you know, you know. Riley's Roast Beef, Alston, Mass. It closed in the early 80s. I never even went, but my dad speaks so highly of it. My dad brings this place up, dude. And like, it's like this golden tear comes to his eye. Oh, Riley's, so many good times there. Like, that was a late night spot. So, number 1, Riley's Roast Beef in Alston.
Hell yeah.
Pretty sure it closed maybe even, it might have been 1980.
That's too cool.
All right. Can you assign a Bob Seger song to each New England state?
Oh, geez.
I'm going to make you can take a minute to think about this one, but I feel like as the Bob Seger guy, you got to tell us what is the most Bob Seger song for each state in New England?
I'm going to start with Rhode Island. One of my favorite songs, The Fire Down Below, because it's a little lower.
There you go.
And it's fire. We love it. It is. Fire Down Below, Rhode Island. Great song, honestly. We're going to go Massachusetts, Main Street. That just kind of reminds me of like driving at night, like in Boston, like as a kid, like driving home for like family parties. That song's kind of just like beautiful. There's nothing like it. Connecticut, Beautiful Loser, of course. We're going to go Vermont's going to be Kathmandu because it's all, kind of crunchy and hippie and kind of like Kathmandu. And New Hampshire is going to be Night Moves. New Hampshire's Night Moves because it kind of sucks, and I feel like the state of New Hampshire would be like rolling around in their grave. But I think of New Hampshire, I only think of like Seabrook and Hampton Beach, which is like the armpit of New Hampshire. And like I love going out at night there and like putting around. And like my family and I have a house up there. We love it in Hampton. Night Moves all day because we love bar hopping at night. Maine, we're gonna go Fire Lake, the best Bob Seger song. Fire Lake.
Fire Lake for the Fire
list.
State.
It's a great list.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Fire Lake up top, fire down below.
There we go.
Nailed it.
All right. Best New England food. Or like what food represents New England the best?
I'm going to go... That's tough. I mean, I'm not going to say the ones that everybody's going to think because I actually think lobster rolls are a little overrated.
Right there with you.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like,
just give me the whole lobster.
Yeah, right?
Save the hot dog bun. I'm good.
Yeah, dude, I'll take the hot dog bun. I don't want the brioche one. That's so much bread. Yeah. It's like, I can only taste bread, dude. Like, what is this? Like, I don't like those. Not going to say clam chowder because I actually I don't care for it. What represents it the best? I can't say South Shore Bar Pizza. I'm just going to throw it out there.
There you go.
It's near and dear to my heart. Mike P. and Ferg are definitely tuning out right now, but we're rolling with that.
Ferg would never.
All right. And the last best question yet. Give us the perfect New England day.
Okay.
And it can be nostalgic. So if you want to throw it back to your early childhood days, you can do that too. But what is like the best New England day?
Gotcha. All right. So my parents have a house down in Kingston, Mass on Rocky Nook. It's this beautiful little like peninsula. It might as well be a gated community, but it's not. It's a beach community. We're right on the water. It's Duxbury Bay. It's like right in our backyard pretty much. So we're going to go midweek, perfect day. We're going to go midweek in 2020, perfect day for me. Those days are good. So I'd wake up in Rocky Nook, go get a Mary Lou's iced coffee because they were only available on the South Shore at that time. Now they're like kind of popping up in like Waltham and shit. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is nostalgic for me. Beat it. So yeah, Rocky Nook, take a quick swim, jump in, get the salt in the hair. Maybe go on a quick run to Plymouth Rock and back, 5K. Quick 5K.
There you go.
Great run. Rocky Nook to the Plymouth Rock. Get the iced coffee. Play 18 holes, squirrel run. It's all par threes. You can bang through that real quick. And at this point, since we're early risers, it's only noon.
Nice.
Yes,
I love
sir.
it.
Yeah. So then we drive back. We're going to park in front of my buddy Julian's house at Alston Brighton because I never got towed there. I never get ticketed there. And it's like a little bit closer to the city than my house. So park in front of Julian's house. And then go to the Avenue. At this point, I'll be hungry because, the 5K definitely gets you, have like 5 meals a day.
Yep.
I'm going to go to the Avenue Bar and Grill in Alston. Their burgers are like small. You kind of like delete 2 of them and like still feel all right. In a perfect world, get on the green line. Maybe go to a Red Sox game. Maybe get on that Game Time app where they go really dropping down. The price will go like I guess I had the Monster for like $6 one time. Go to a Red Sox game, and we're going to hope this is like a random 4 p.m. game that would never exist because they don't start then.
It's all right. It's your day.
Yeah. Go there, cross the street, go to Nudia, get a pre-roll, smoke that, go home, play a little Mario Party with my boys Enright and Frankie, go down to Cabot's, get a frap, and go to Doyle's, have 3 waters, don't tip PJ, and walk out of my tab.
All while Bob Seger playing in the background.
Yeah, and walking out my tab of waters.
That sounds like a friggin' amazing,
That's
epic
a great
day.
fucking day.
Dude, this has been an awesome conversation. I feel like we could do this for hours, man. It's been awesome getting to know you, and I look forward to seeing all the future success. Where can everybody find you online so that they can tune in to some Bob Seger?
Yeah, wicked fast, all one word. Had the handle for a long time.
Yeah, where did that come from? That was just what the handle was? And
I forget. I think it was like...
was it skateboard related at the time?
No, it was actually running. I think I switched it to that when I was doing the running. I ran the Falmouth Road Race. I would run and I would smoke cigs. I don't smoke the cigs anymore. I smoke a vape, way cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't researched it yet. So, but I used to run and I was a smoker back then. So there was times where I started to cross the finish line. I'm talking like, not trying to toot my own horn here, but I got the platform right here with you guys. So I used to come in like I'd place in these races sometimes, like 5Ks out in LA. So I came like 3rd place out of like 600 people. I was like, oh shit, I'm good at this. Running in like vans, literally. Like before I got into it. So they, and I had the accent in Boston, in LA, the Boston accent's way less common as you probably would have guessed. Somebody was like, dude, you wicked bass, like in the fake accent. I think that's where it started. And then I started just going a little too much with it. So I made it a trend to cross the finish line with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth. And I did it for the Falmouth Road Race, and Barstool posted it, and they banned me from the Falmouth Road Race. And I used to love running it, but I got in this year on a charity, which is nice.
That is a fucking awesome story. I love it. We got more to talk about, I'm sure. But we really appreciate you coming down, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone,
this was
please make
awesome.
sure you go and check him out. Wicked fast on all his platforms. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
All right, folks. That's going to conclude episode 88 of the So New England podcast. Please try and remember, folks, life's better in New England.
Red Sox crack and the Celtics fly. Patriots fight and the Bruins grind. From 6 great states, we raise this sound.